is the first day of the rest of my life. Wait a second. I suppose it's much better. Meet Buburuznek, or ladybug if you wish. I promise you that wasn't clickbait. It is actually a real situation that I confronted with, and I'll be showing you how the traffic in Romania actually is. So stand by. Traffic in Romania, as you can notice on the previous scene, is absolute madness, right? So the best thing about owning an old car, not fancy, you don't stress about every scratch or bump. So Buburuznek deserves a little spa treatment, especially since it's not looking very good. She may be old, but a clean car feels like a brand new car, doesn't it? And I'll take you on this ride in Bucharest. We'll also fill up the tank and show you the prices, and we'll be talking about taxes. There's a massive tax increase in Bucharest at least. And of course, talking about Bucharest traffic, look at this guy. He just decided which way to go. So it's pretty typical here. If you'd like to visit Romania, rent a car. There's some rules. There's important information that you should know about. And of course, I'll be more than happy to share with you some tips and tricks, or even some of the Romanian insights. First, and the general rule would be not to break traffic patterns. Try to move on the same speed as the other vehicles, or even faster, but not slower. We've almost reached the gas station, which is not far away. And there we go, reaching the gas station. Alright, let's fill up the tank. And see how much will it cost us. Buburuznek is my 20 years old Nissan Almera equipped with a 1.5 liter petrol engine. Despite its age, this car is surprisingly reliable and perfect for the chaotic streets of Bucharest. It's small enough to navigate narrow roads and big enough to offer decent comfort. With a modest engine but super reliable, it's efficient yet still capable of keeping up with modern traffic. Now, let's talk about fuel. Right now, a liter of petrol in Romania costs around 7.4 lei. That's about 1.50 euros or $1.60 per liter. While prices have fluctuated over the years, fuel here is still cheaper compared to many Western European countries. However, compared to Romania's economy, the fuel price is pretty high. Local taxes in Bucharest have gone up this year a lot. Parking fees for residents have increased from 500 lei last year, or around 100 euros, to 620 lei this year, around 126 euros. Now, for our second car, which is a 2-liter engine, it became more expensive, with the tax rising from 200 lei to 252 lei, or from about 40 to 50 euros. That's about 25% increase. These changes, while not dramatic, are definitely noticeable compared to last year's rates, and definitely noticeable to our pockets. Alright, so 338.85, 45 liters. 338 lei for 45 liters. 45.79. Next step is to clean it up. Now look at Bucharest, how empty it is today. Trust me, it's not the case. Typically it's Europe's largest parking lot. A city that has 2 million population and 1.5 million cars just in Bucharest. But we're still in the holiday season, so we're not yet in the horrendous traffic. Things that you need to know if you wish to drive in Romania is that you'll have to have a valid driving license. Now, pretty sure that if you already have one, you're convinced that you can come here and rent a car, no problem at all. But there's a but. Some countries are required to provide an international driving license. It's the case of Canada, for example, or US. So you'll need to make sure that you'll have a international driving license which is issued from the territory of your country, and therefore make sure you do the proper research before coming here, because that might be ruining your vacation. International driving permit, or IDP, is essential for drivers from certain countries when traveling in Romania. While EU citizens can use their national driving licenses, visitors from non-EU countries may require an IDP due to Romania's recognitions of agreements like the 1949 Geneva Convention on the Road Traffic and the 1968 Vienna Convention. For instance, countries like United States and Canada followed the 1949 Geneva Convention. Not owning an international driving license is like not owning a license at all. So that's a criminal offense. Now I'm getting closer to the car wash place. It should be there in a couple of minutes. And also let me tell you about how the traffic is going here. There is dozens of situations that you can meet in traffic in Romania. You need to be mentally prepared for it. Something that might be crazy or aggressive is totally casual here. Waiting time is pretty long, so I'll be inserting some images so you can have an idea on how the traffic in Romania goes. Now, I'm a lot of time on the road, and in the past 2 years I collected thousands of events on traffic. That's why we wear a dash cam, or it is recommended to wear a dash cam. So if you're curious, have a look. Unfortunately, this video has copyright music on the radio. It happened in 2019, and let me assure you that I took proper cautions before making the overtake. Fortunately, I could rely on Buburuznek and could do the evasion maneuvers and escaped unharmed from this situation. And all of this because the guy in front didn't check their mirrors. So it's pretty typical on the traffic in Romania. You'll have to have your eyes open all the time. Don't do it.
Was that fucking stupid prick? Sorry, I held on to you there.
And we can go on and on, but this is something that we can find on the road daily, so it is what it is. There is now available spot at the car wash, so I'll be parking Buburuznek and start making her nice. Fast 5 lei for 3 minutes, or 10 lei for 6. Now, Buburuznek deserves the best, therefore we'll be giving it a proper wash. There we go. So we'll be starting with foam. Oh.
scared about scratches with such a car. I will be switching it to high pressure washing.
We received Buburuznek 6 years ago from our relatives. Back then, my car Bobica was having major problems, and my wife had suffered an accident in which her car was completely destroyed. Since then, Buburuznek has served us well. We've gone on long trips, carried lots of luggage, and even driven on roads that would be otherwise be impassable. The maintenance costs have been relatively low. Eventually, we bought a sturdier car for safety reasons. Buburuznek isn't perfect. It has scratches and all sorts of marks from parking and from well-meaning neighbors. The engine has started having issues and stalls occasionally spontaneously. The air conditioning compressor is starting to wear out. I'm finding it increasingly difficult to find a parking spot in the evenings when I get home. And the taxes for having two cars are becoming a burden on the family's budget. As much as I care for it, Buburuznek's time is coming to an end.
I don't think I'm very lucky with the vacuum cleaner. Oh, both of them are used, and there's a tube. So I guess I'm gonna need to do it manually. So I'll be going back to my neighborhood, pick up the vacuum cleaner, and resume. Buburuznek deserves the best. In Bucharest, things like cutting off, staying too close to another vehicle, flashing, forcing someone to get off of your lane, turning from the wrong lane, it's pretty casual, unfortunately. There is legislation against this, but there's no police to enforce it every day. So people are kind of upset when police doesn't do their job. Upset when police do their job as well. Alright, I got the vacuum cleaner. Time to make Buburuznek great again. This is how it looks like at the moment. Pretty messy inside. I also carried a bike and got a lot of filth here and here. So let's start cleaning it. Cleaning up the garbage. I'll be trying to recycle them afterwards. But at the moment, kind of messy.
It took me about 30 minutes to clean up Buburuznek without having the proper vacuum cleaner, so I used the low-powered one which connects to the car charger. But eventually the results were quite good. Not perfect, but pretty good.
Alright, let's see how that went. I can notice all the scratches and everything. It's relatively clean. We can now see all the scratches, bumps, okay, dents and everything. These are the results of the parking, of neighbors, etc. Well, let's check out the interior as well. Looks better, smells better, and the most important thing, feels better, which I really wanted to do with it, because this car is now special to me. We have a special bond. Now the trunk is still a mess, but let me show you what you need when driving in Romania. First of all, mandatory by law, first aid kit needs to be up to date. Secondly, fire extinguisher also needs to be standardized, up to date. Winter windscreen solution, winter, so it doesn't get frozen. What I have in that backpack is jump starters and an air pump. Trekking sticks are left over from a former trip. This is for cleaning the windows, both summer and winter. You can spray some antifreeze solution, and that tarp, I have it for emergencies. So again, mandatory. In order to settle the matter, there's one more thing to do. Music. Now this one can only take radio, so there's no jack, there's no Bluetooth, is an older variant, so I'll be trying to find a workaround because I don't want to invest any more money into that. So I purchased this super cheap radio Bluetooth unit or something. Not sure how well it works. The package came very damaged, but let's see what we get. Alright, says, what does it say? I don't know what it says. Oh, 87.5. So let's try to do it, and let's try to connect it on the phone as well. 87.5. Let's see if we can find it. Success. All right, I got music. Let's go. A new adventure awaits Buburuznek. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. I love this car. It's basic, it's rough, it's ugly, but I love it.